3 overs, 1 for 10 he had that day. And of course the leg breaks and spin options throughout the team. Mohamed Farouk, Ayan Afzal Khan, Basil Hamid, plenty of bowling options. Going to be Kushal Bertel and Asif Sheikh, the usual opening pairing for Nepal. Bertel's just been a little bit shy of runs as well, a bit out of form. He hasn't looked in his usual fluent touch, and he's got to an unwanted record too. 11 ducks now in T20I cricket. Plenty of them. For Asif Sheikh, he's picked up his form nicely. He's failed some fortune along the way. Actually striking above Bertel. Things going with the ball. It's such a great rivalry, this one. The very best in the modern game. Two associate sides going head to head. Junaid Siddique, just the 1 wicket for him. Expensive economy too, but he'll have helpful conditions this morning. And we're all set to go. It's the latest incarnation. The tetralogy becomes a pentology today. 4 classic encounters last year. Here comes the 5th. Who will it be? Is that an immediate edge? It's an immediate wicket. It's Siddique that strikes. Oh, what a beginning for UAE. What a toss it was to win. Just a feather of an edge through to the keeper. Haider Shah, who takes the catch. Nepal's fans who've come in here in their hundreds are silenced early. Andrew Leonard joined by Mikhail Vaswamy. And Mikhail, what's just happened?
Look at the reaction there of Bertel after he nicked that. He was only staring at the surface for as long as he could. What a start for UAE. Look at that for celebration. They couldn't have asked for a better beginning. They are celebrating. And that reaction stating what this means to them. Kushal Bertel walks for a duck. Nepal in dire straits very early, 0 for 1.
Robert Paudel, the young captain of Nepal, who's done such an incredible job since taking the leadership. He comes to the crease much earlier than he would have liked. It felt like a big toss, and immediately Junaid Siddique shows why it was. Beautiful outswinger. And a fish outside the off stump. Immediate pressure on Nepal early.
What a toss to win here for UAE. The ball just doing a bit. Look at the first wicket once again, the very first delivery. Got it to shape out of the right-handed batter. Just that faint feather edge. Bertel got very good catch by Haider Shah. Was dying on him, had to dive forward and down. Now this is a very, very confident UAE outfit in the middle. A wicket of the very first delivery. Junaid Siddique looking very good as well. Pressure on Paudel. What a time for him, the captain, to walk out.
Well, it's doing all sorts, isn't it? It's always going to be lively the first 20 to 30 minutes. Both captains would have liked to have bowled first. Plenty of time for Nepal to get back into this contest, but a lot of the success that they've had against UAE in recent times has come on home soil. Very different here in Oman.
And that's a very good point you've made, Andrew. Overall, a head-to-head, they've played 9 matches when Nepal have won 5 and UAE won 4. In fact, in the last 4 matches played in 2023, Nepal that is, Nepal have won 3 and UAE only 1. But at this venue, it's been a 100% record for UAE, 2-2.
Oh, beauty. World-class bowling here from Siddique. He started.
Sorry, UAE.
Perfect lines, perfect lengths, no shortage of shape too. Yeah, if you put the 50 overs contests into the mix as well, Nepal have swept UAE in recent times. In 2023 unbeaten against them in 50 over cricket in Nepal.
Bro.
A lot of that is down to that 12th player, isn't it? The fans, 25, 30,000 we've seen at the TU.
The TU ground
There's
को
not
त्यो
as many
crowd
here
त
today, but they'll still be a factor.
जहिले याद हुन्छ त्यो. Nice.
First runs are going to play
Nice.
the skipper.
Listen to the
Listen
crowd.
to the roar and the cheer for just a single.
एक रनको लागि केटा हो.
Come in big numbers.
दामी यार
Spoken with
दामी.
people who've flown from Dubai, from Qatar. A couple of guys have come across the Gulf from India. Some have even flown from Kathmandu.
Oh yes, it's quite a turnout today for Nepal. It's the big semi-final. And
Yes,
after this
sir.
match, whichever
It is
team
the big
wins, they'll be one game
semi-finals.
away from going for the big Asia Cup in
कस्तो राम्रो
2025.
हो यार.
The support is always in huge numbers when Nepal is playing in any part of the world. At the moment, the Nepal team wouldn't mind a little bit of roar and cheer.
Come on, Asif Sheikh. Good leave,
wide.
good leave, good leave.
Movement outside the off stump.
Nice.
I suspect it's a big toss. It feels like that kind of morning, doesn't it?
Oh yes, it's certainly having its impact early on. Andrew, how much of history plays a role in rivalries like Nepal versus UAE? We talk of India, Pakistan, they go back into history, they look at a head-to-head. For you, does this really come into any kind of significance?
It's huge. Absolutely huge. These two sides, to be honest, on the field, they dislike each other. They're quite close friends off the pitch, but all it takes is a look back through some of those dates last year. 16th of March, 1st, 2nd of May, 27th of October, 3rd of November. All those games had a lot on them. End of the first, it's a wicket-taking start.
Damn.
UAE, it's 2 for 1.
It was a very good over. That wicket 2 run.
Here's the two teams. Mikhail, you surprised they've gambled, I suppose, with youth and inexperience, Ahmed Rahman.
मैले भनेको थिएँ this is going to be a young squad. मेरो प्रिभ्यू हेर्नु छैन भने एकचोटि गरेर हेर्नु मैले सब भनेको थिएँ. It'll be a young squad.
To be very honest.
जसले bowling जित्छ, it is all toss जित्छ, bowling would be the best option to choose.
Very important. Just 19 years of age. I watched him in the under-19 Asia Cup as well. It's only his 3rd game. And
Yeah,
he's
the
done relatively well.
Rohit
3
bro.
wickets in the first outing against Scotland.
Death over मा भएन
And last game as well, he had a wicket to his
भएन.
tally. So he's begun well.
त्यो के भन्छ त्यसलाई?
It's a bit different though,
Decision
isn't it?
making भएन.
Due respect to Scotland, that will have been played.
I'm sorry bro,
to a
तर
crowd
भएन.
of dozens at most in Dubai. It's the occasion, isn't it? Can he stand up? Big strapping lad for 19,
Omid
isn't he?
Rahman.
Broad
Omid
shoulders,
Rahman,
strong
Omid
action.
Rahman. यसलाई हान्न सकिन्छ.
Shake the ball
यसलाई हान्न
away from
सकिन्छ.
two
यसलाई हान्न
right-handers,
सकिन्छ.
that's why
यसलाई
he
हान्न
got a
सकिन्छ.
slip and kind of almost a short third.
Come on Rohit, come on.
Close to catching in place.
Bro, कस्तो
What a
swing
start
गरे
from
ball.
him. Lovely strong action. And Lachlan Rajput, the new head coach of the UAE,
त्यो
he's backing his
release.
youth.
And that's why he's there in the
Oh.
side, because he's been doing this consistently. Beat the bat, get the ball to move
Get
early on,
out,
and
get
that's why
out, get
this
out.
toss becomes all the way
Bowling the
important. You've got the
राम्रो
best
गरेछ
conditions
UAE
to bowl in.
के हो यस्तो?
Bowling conditions.
That
Well, that's Azruddin Qureshi, the strength and conditioning coach of UAE. Had a chat with him the other day. Certainly setting some good targets and goals for the UAE side. They look a far more fitter and agile side now, Andrew.
Compare this UAE team to the one, with due respect to that went to the 2015 World Cup. There's brilliant players in that team. They weren't fit enough, they weren't strong enough, and for me, they didn't field well. It's a very, very different side now, Mikhail.
fielding अहिलेको अति खराब. Oh step, अरे
Swing and a
यार
miss.
bro.
Powell trying to counteract that movement, gets nowhere near it. It's a knot of UAE at a
Rohit
20-team
yaar.
T20 World
Not
Cup. Remember, this is the
mitra,
side that
not
beat New Zealand
yaar.
last year. That shows the strength and depth in associate cricket.
तिमी हाँस्छौ हैन?
Whilst we're talking about the reigning champions Nepal
Come
being
on, bro.
favourites
You
coming
can do
into
better.
today because of the recent pedigree. No, I'm not buying into that at all. You look at the power hitting of Wasim, the form that Asif Khan has finally found in the T20 format. And the brilliance of Sharaf
यस्तो ball
and the
आइरहेछ
skills
bro,
of these
तिमी step
bowlers.
out गरे हान्छौ.
Nepal will have to be at their very best today.
Some
And the first 9 deliveries, it's all UAE.
Oh yes, just like the way they found the channels. very important you get that ball moving and talking very early after your captain has won the toss and decided to bowl first. Nepal tentative, they're not used to such starts. It's Burtel provides the fireworks up front. Asif Sheikh some elegant drives. In all of it, Asif has just been managed to be at the other end watching things unfold.
For a single.
तीनचोटी छोयो होला के केडा हो
Right across Nepal,
तीनचोटी सको छ होला हाम्रो
31
प्लेयरले
million people in the land of the Himalayas and millions more. The diaspora, huge diaspora in Australia and America.
Stressful.
Plenty here in the Gulf too who are packing this ground. They'll be very nervous, not just in Kathmandu, Pokhara and Bir Gunj, down in the Terai region and Bukwal. They'll be disappointed with their man, the Bukwal boss, being dismissed early in Bairoa and Tilatama. Nervy times. Good fielding position that, isn't it? It's the new one in the modern game, sort of a deep backward point.
Control shot थिएन केडा हो किन cheer केडालाई cheer गर्नु छ.
There's not been a convincing shot from the
Control
middle of the match
shot
so far.
थिएन मित्र.
And that's why it just goes to show how well the UAE bowlers have bowled. You've not seen a middle of the bat stroke. It's all been a little edgy and circumspect. Now, just for the benefit of our viewers, the last time both these teams met here at Turf 1 at the Oman Cricket Academy
I know.
in
My
the
bad. I'm
semi-finals
sorry.
of the
I'm sorry.
T20 World Cup qualifiers. UAE beat Nepal by 68 runs to qualify for the T20 World Cup in 2022.
I was here, this very same ground, just the same facility. Being honest, it was a hammering too.
I know. रोहित छ यार लाग्यो भने लाग्यो लाइन लागेन
Second
होला
over.
हो.
Nepal and all sorts early. It's 4 for 1.
Yeah, don't take pressure. Come on, don't take pressure.
Yeah, there's our two umpires. Rahul Asher from Oman. And standing alongside him, now coming in to stand at the pavilion end of the ground, that is Morshad Ali Khan. Tabarek Dar from Hong Kong is our TV umpire. He'll do all the line decisions. Viswanathan Khalidis from Malaysia, our reserve umpire. For Nepal, the movement will only last about 15-20 minutes. They've got to make a call as to when to attack. There's similarities to that 2022 game you're talking about too. Nepal unbeaten in the group stages, knocked out in the semi-final. They won the third place playoff. They won 4 from 5. They didn't go to that T20 World Cup in 2022.
I'm sure they'll want to erase those memories because it's a fresh start, a new day, and it's a completely different team 2 years on. They're a far more skilled side,
It's a new day,
far more talented as well. But for now, the UAE all the way. Look at that, only 4 runs. The first 13 deliveries. Makes room for himself. He had to counter-attack and do something, and what a shot! Unleashes the maximum over extra cover. That's Mohammad Asif Sheikh for you.
What a breakthrough. What a big goal. What a breakthrough. Nice. Yay short आयो. Solve नेपाली खुसी. Let's go.
Going to get you into big trouble. So Sheikh cleverly recognises that, gives himself a bit of room outside the leg stump, which then allows him to free his arms and then get it up and over the offside. Not just good execution, but good thinking too.
रोहित पौडेलले मिस
Way
गर्थ्यो.
in front to square that. Junaid Sadiq can get it up towards 140 kilometres
रोहित पौडेलले
an
मिस
hour. It's an
गर्थ्यो.
outstanding shot.
रन अप हेर न केडा हो. ए सर हात पकडम बल पकडम पहिला
Well, that's a good observation.
बल पकड भाइ
Get into
बल
position and get that in front of mid-wicket. But Asif Sheikh had to do something different. And the Nepali batters have realized they can't allow UAE to dominate much. Look at that. Makes room for himself, creates that space, gets that kind of license to go over extra cover region.
Let's go
Brilliant
Nepal.
cricket. Mohammad Asif Sheikh holds the aces here. If he gets going, he can certainly take Nepal to a strong position. Nepal need a partnership.
Again,
10 for
Asif
1.
Sheikh चाहिँ नेपालको
UAE
टप
bowlers
स्कोरर हो.
breathing fire.
Not Dipender.
Good bowling. He may well have hurt Asif Sheikh. He's tough. He'll have to walk it off. Not sure what part of him it's hit. Is it possibly the forearm? Very, very nasty. Maybe it'll come up towards the throat, the neck, the chest area. But clever, fiery bowling. He knows he's going to give himself room, so he follows him.
South African bowler.
That hit him on the visor. They have just ricocheted off the gloves, but I reckon he'll have a concussion test as well. Maybe just went off the forearm onto the visor.
And I think that's what you could see. The pace was kind of taken out of the ball, wasn't it? So
Bowling first is always
fledged impact straight on the visor. That could have been very nasty. But hopefully either the gloves or the forearm have done a little bit of their work in terms of taking the pace off. Never like seeing batters get hit.
Good shot.
There's a bit of fire. There's a bit of bite in the contest, isn't there? No less than we expected.
Good China.
Good Khalio. The surface is certainly helping.
Good Khalio, Ashif Dai.
You always looked at this wicket as
1x bat, let's go.
Tilted towards the batters. Just about giving the batsman a few anxious moments.
This is fiery. Now I think this has come off the forearm. Sadiq is going to go up with a massive appeal, but for me, my instinct is this is a very good decision. Morshed Ali Khan is in the hot seat. We'll have the benefit of the replay. He won't have had that. Sadiq was absolutely convinced. What's it hit?
Just came off the forearm, yes. In fact, shoulder. The right shoulder. They were very excited. Look at Junaid. That's what happens when you take a wicket very early. You feel all the wickets belong to you.
Tell you why this is such a good decision. Because look at the pressure that was piled on him by both Sadiq and the keeper. They're absolutely entitled to appeal, but there's always a little bit of a line. You can't keep going. Outstanding umpiring, I have to say, throughout this tournament. The entirety of our match officials have been brilliant.
Come on, do it. Nice. Maximum ek run le.
Where he wanted it turned into a low full toss. So
ek run. Let's go. Nice over. Nice comeback. We're still behind. Ajay pichadi chham tara it's okay. Kushal Burtel yaar kina aati raha so yaar. अपील मत करो यार.
Omid Rahman into his second.
19-year-old. Let's go.
Looking good. Look at the carry. It's not been easy for the batters this first 10-15 minutes. Testing times for them, and UAE are making full use of conditions.
Mikhail, you spent quite a bit of time in the UAE. Their production supply line through the academies that they have. It's not just in Sharjah, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Fujairah, up to Ajman. There's cricket all across the 7 Emirates. Probably, maybe with the exception of Nepal, there probably isn't another associate churning out young players in such quantity and such quality. Big swing and a miss. This young bowler is 19 years of age. He's probably coming into the biggest
19
arena he's ever played.
Of course,
in. He looks 19. Like he's been out there for 200 games, not just 2.
Oh yes, the kind of composure he's showing and character. I did mention this with Mudassir in my last stint with him in the previous game, that Omid Rahman has not been challenged yet by a batter. Now Asif Sheikh is trying to go after his bowling, but what he's done consistently is that he's not deviated from that length, and that line has remained somewhere around middle and off. Now Asif Sheikh is making intentions very clear.
Bowler attack
this is going to be a good contest.
Asif Sheikh careful.
Oh, that's wrapped on the pads. That could be very close, and that's been given. Omid Rahman's persistence has finally been rewarded. This is brilliant bowling by UAE.
Bro.
On fire, both Sadiq and Rahman. Absolutely brilliant. 19 years of age, they've unearthed an absolute gem here.
19
Credit to Mohammed Wasim and the coaching staff to go with him in such a big occasion.
19.
I wonder how much of this was to do with Sadiq shaking him up. Not quite into the position. Sheikh knew it didn't hit the inside edge. It's hit the back pad. It's going to crash into middle and off. And UAE right now of Nepal in all sorts of trouble. Asif Sheikh the latest to go for 8. It's 11 for 2.
Sandeep Jora.
Sandeep Jora to the crease. This is the flexibility in that order that Monty Desai wants to show. The reason why he's not gone a Gulshan Jah
impressive like the Sandeep Jora
or a Kushal Mala yet is he wants to save them for the spinners. He wants to take down Ayan Khan later in the contest. Nepal are going to need to do that in the big way because no shortage of pace.
As if he's going like flex his
good
muscles
assistance through the air and a bit off the surface as well. Right now Nepal have no answers. Feels like deja vu, a huge amount of it to 2022. Nepal are going to have to show great character and resilience to get back into this contest. Jora, he's been shy of runs as well. No doubt about this LBW. Hitting probably what, middle and off.
Oh, that was dead straight. Playing across the line, head dropping. That should have been an easy decision.
Nepali batsmen are like pace
so Rahul Ashar. And look at Omid Rahman. Credit to the think tank of UAE, the captain, to give him another game after an impressive outing. Remember, Akif Raja has been left off for Omid Rahman, and the 19-year-old grabbing his opportunity over here.
Just looking for that glory ball a bit too much. Just need to keep things simple when the conditions are helping you like this. You know, the challenge for Nepal isn't just in the first 15 to 20 minutes here when the ball's going to move round. The problem is if they don't get a good score on the ball, this man here, Mohammed Wasim, alongside Alassane Sharafu, the tournament's leading run scorer, Asif Khan, they are a devastating trio. Remember, no Vriti Aravind in the squad. That was the big surprise for UAE. Sandeep Jora will get off the mark, single down to deep third.
Not good.
Very difficult to win a contest in a power play. You can lose it, and Nepal are in real trouble here.
The good thing for them is that they have their captain Rohit Paudel to maybe absorb pressure, but what's the approach from here on for Nepal? That remains the question. Remember, the 6 overs of the power play remain key because after that, run scoring gets a little bit more difficult. What's going on through Paudel's mind? That remains the question. A new batter at the other end. Not much score for the batters and the team as well. Into the 4th, only 13 on the board. 2 big wickets back in the dugout.
Brilliant bowling. 4 outstanding, exceptional overs from the incredibly experienced Junaid Sadiq and this youngster that they found from nowhere, Omid Rahman. It's 13 for 2. Ali Nasir, first change in bowling. Edged and edged away for 4. Why, oh why, would you take the slip out, Mohammad Waseem? You were all over Nepal. It should have been the 3rd wicket. Instead, it's 4 runs.
Nepal needs that slice of luck. The slip was being persisted with for the first 4 overs. And for Ali Nasir, it's been removed. And Sandeep Jora finds an edge. Much needed 4 runs there.
You're going to say it's easy to say this with hindsight. It's not with hindsight. You have the opposition 13 for 2 after 4 overs. Not a single batter has looked in any way comfortable. He's a fine bowler too, this young man.
Batsman, like.
And it's edged away again. Well, insult to injury. Won't go to the boundary.
Zonde.
You have to get a slip in.
Extra?
Surely Mohammad Waseem is going to get a catcher into place. Wicket's the currency.
Brilliant fielding effort as well. I reckon that was Omid Rahman. Just for a moment it looked like it was just running down to 3rd, but got his body down at the right time and has done very well there. Commitment, discipline, that's what UAE has been this morning. Omid Rahman with that fielding effort. First change here for UAE. What I've liked about Nepal is, despite the loss of 2 wickets, the approach hasn't changed much, Andrew. It's attack, counter-attack, and just about break the shackles.
Very good batting. So, a very good morning, warm welcome along. It's a massive clash. Andrew Leonard here alongside Mikhail Vaswani. Mikhail, how much are you enjoying this contest? Looking forward to it? You expected a close one, but right now UAE, well, they're all over Nepal.
Oh yes, it's one anticipated clash that we are all looking forward to. Age-old rivalry as we talk about, but UAE all over Nepal at this stage. I reckon the toss has played a very crucial role, and despite that, it's the kind of response your bowlers put in after winning the toss. They've been brilliant.
Nicely driven. Yeah, I think the key thing for me here is how different a side is this one now for Nepal, led by Rohit Paudel to 2 years ago. There will be plenty of players, I think 7, maybe 6 or 7 of the 11 from 2022 that lost that T20 World Cup qualifier semi-final at this ground. It was a heavy defeat, 68 runs. You'd have to suspect there'll be a few demons. Paudel, he's such an impressive young leader.
Rohit Paudel out by Ramro.
Then the 2 left-handers to come. Can these guys get through the quicks and allow Kushal Malla and Gulshan Jah to show their power against the likes of Ayan Khan and particularly the leg spinner?
Oh yes, this is a good bowling attack of UAE, let me tell you. They're strong across all lines, they have backups, they have options, they have variety.
Attacking bowling गरिरहेछ नेपालले
ranks.
रेस्पेक्ट गर्नु केही बेर बब्लु 88 स्पोर्ट्स अरे अर्को बेटिङ सब बेटिङले नै साला स्पोन्सर गरेछ
look out for runs.
आउट हुन्छ जोर
Nicely picked up. Quite out of the middle of the bat. It's going to challenge the boundary, but won't quite get there.
भागेन यार. Right. I'm sorry, Jora. I'm sorry.
Now,
I'm sorry. Sorry, Jora. Sorry.
Time
I'm
in the middle earlier in the tournament. Will it come off and pay off for Monty Desai? 5 overs bowled, 21 for 2.
मेरो चार्ज सकिन आँटेछ केटा क्यामेराको एक पर्सेंट होस् अनि I'll end the stream. कोही पनि छैन voice भने.
It does not matter wherever you are in this world. You're getting this wonderful visuals from the Oman Cricket Academy, and all you need to do is pick up your phones, whether it is iOS, whether it is Android. Just unlock cricket. Download the ACC app right now. You could also visit us on www.asiancricket.org. Lot of action on offer. Interviews, match highlights, interesting clips. For the next 5, it's going to be me, Pranav Mehta, and alongside me, it's going to be Mudassir. Mudassir, what do you make of the match? 22 for 2, 5.1. Advantage UAE?
Good morning, Pranav, and good morning to all of our
Advantage?
viewers.
The
Winning the
lot
toss
more than
and the
that,
right
bro.
decision made by Mohammad Wasim, and the bowler doing a pretty good job. Yes, 22 for the loss of 5 overs is the final over of the power play. And as of now, Rohit and Sandeep so getting those boundaries. They also need to make sure to just stitch that partnership, play a couple of overs, try to settle in. I reckon anything above 160, 170 will be a very good total on this track. In the air, playing away from the
Over the
body.
top.
Nicely done, couple of runs on offer.
Outfield slaughter.
Excellent running between the wickets, complementing each other quite well. Is Sandeep and
Well,
Rohit.
guys, I guess that is it for me, Azagoragi,
It's that kind of a
for
time.
the
You
live
have
stream.
those final
Um,
5-6 deliveries
I
to
hope
the power
Nepal
play.
wins.
You're just
My
going to
headshot
have
the
those
match, but
excellent
camera
number
ko
of
chal
runs that you
sakya
can
छ,
get in
but
those
so
5-6 deliveries to release the
yeah, all the best for
Because they
Nepal.
haven't made the most of
Review
the first
के अरे
5
preview
overs. And that's where they
review
want to
video
get
बनाउँछु नि
something
यसपछि.
to their favor.
So Nepal.
Absolutely. Even if they can get another 6 or
Nepal.
8 runs in next 4 deliveries.
Anyway, yeah,
losing
thanks
a
for
wicket.
watching. If you were on the live stream, thanks for that one like. So thank you very much. I'll see you
That was brilliant running between the
later.
wicket.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
No two thoughts about it.
Jai Nepal.